In our airplanes right here, the heat is a shroud. So it's like a metal, like a covering, and it has a gap between the hot manifold or the exhaust manifold and where the shroud is, which allows air to be heated up in there. And this ram air forces itself from there into there, and then you have a little regulator on the panel, which allows you to have more or less heat. If there's any kind of leak in that, that's going to be CO, carbon monoxide, and that is a very tricky stuff because that will that'll do some bad damage, really, and it's really difficult to clear it from your system. So it's not like hypoxia where you can just put on some oxygen and, oh, I'm starting to feel better. It's going to be a while if you have CO poisoning. So this requires medical attention, and you got to get on the ground. And I don't know what kind of R you are, but anyway, if you have that, at least you know to turn everything off, right? The cards that you get with that little dot in it, those aren't very good, just so you know. So then you also have, just for the heck of it, so that's the heating. Then you have ram air up on the where the wings are, where the ring root is, we'd say attaches to the fuselage. And that has those two little eyeball vents that you have in the front. And you have plumbing from there at the back, and the passengers have one each on their side. I call them eyeball vents. They're called regulators, but eyeball vents make better sense to me. By the way, I'll give you a tip of the day. You ready? Of course you are. In the wintertime, for you flight instructors, pilots will put up with anything in an airplane. So I won't. So basically, it means that if something doesn't work right, like if the squelch is not working correctly, and there's all flight long, people fly to the East Coast and back, just happy to be in an airplane. They don't even think about that. To me, it's noisy. If the heat doesn't work, I don't want to go, right? Seat doesn't adjust right. So I'm kind of particular on this. So, but what happens is there's something you cannot predict. So you get out in this airplane, there's these eyeball vents right here, and it's wintertime in the Bay Area. And it's not, or wherever you are. And then you get that, these people, what happens in the summertime, they take the vents and they open them up as far as they'll go, and they try to get another quarter turn out of it, right? The same in the summer, in the wintertime, they turn them all off and they're still not quite, and they want to get another. So they seize, lock up, or they just don't work the way they used to. So what I do is, you ready? Go to Amazon. So those of you who are above 50 will know this, but those of you who aren't will never know this stuff. It's called silly putty. Huh? What the hell is silly putty? It comes like an egg. It's for a kid. You thought you could. It's like a silicone-based like stuff, and you can bounce it. It'll bounce all around. So when you were kids, we'd have internet. We had to play with silly putty and this other thing called us. What was a thing called the sling something or other? Someone will tell me. One of these is like a, I don't know, stupid thing. Anyway, but the silly putty, what it does is it has the ability for you to cram it into that space and get the air to stop, and then when you pull it out, nothing left, no residues left there. So it's kind of, so I have two of those, and I just put it up there. Or if there's some water coming in, like to the window, IFR, put that stuff up there. We're good. So silly, a couple things of silly putty.